cameraman. If shit getting active, I'ma stand it down. We taking ground, call an ambulance. That shit go right, left, right, left. If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that right. That shit go. If you got a problem, we'll handle it. Niggas acting hard, you better stand on it. We on every corner, we stamping it. You better get your life for this camp shit. We ain't playing around, there's no cowards, dog. If niggas charged up, you get powered off. Rude of speech, keep it raw. It ain't my fault that you niggas soft. It ain't my fault that these niggas frauds. Ain't my fault that them niggas rats. If your colors fly, you don't get that shit go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that right. That shit go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that right. That shit go.
B-Raw, wanna go to war, gotta hop into the van. Tryna cut the semen, something you don't understand. Getting checked for my betterment, better take it like a man. Nigga, how you walk away for camp? If you willing to die, you better be willing to stand. Take a trip around the world, see a bunch of corners held by them UPK niggas. All them UPK niggas go to camp. And I'm on Shamar head hanging out the car. Wonder when I pull up straight to the battlefield. And I'ma make sure niggas make it back home. Say, nigga, what you thought? Whether anything moving, I be on. Gotta remind them, we nothing like them niggas that you saw. If you hear back up, that'll be your last time to get out the way. The price to pay before.
That shit go left.
Nah, for real though.
Right. If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that right.
Serious and you're looking for a Christ man, the one who anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord to do his will, I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo slave ship. What the fuck he do for blacks in his administration? I'm waiting, patient like a saint. Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Hate Christ in their image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say hate. African soul niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in a cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and a curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, ain't be murdered by them and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priest bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game, put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose by the Lord, we could never be the same. Soon as they born, the wicked go astray. They left the truth, they wasn't with us anyway. Niggas weak, they just saying anything to be truthful. We don't want no cowards anyway. Look, coronavirus, that's a plague. You don't get too much sleep when you waking up the dead. First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. Came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
Wave that One West, cover out that window. Let them know I'm coming with my kinfolk. Red letter, ski mask on, but I don't really ski though. Bullets bald head like they going through chemo. I slide on them Tony Hawk type. Better get your thoughts right. Jumping high on walls, this ain't Fortnite. Red dot, it kinda make it way too easy for a headshot. I put you under wing, it turned into a headlock. I told my niggas think it's time to put the pressure on. You bring that paper, told her throw a little extra on. We go to war and see, I murder one, you murder two, it ain't the same degree. Better up into a capital offense for them dollars, but it really don't make sense. Guns behind tents with some liquor and we riding down the freeway. Slide on them, spin the block and replay, so we slide again.
You know my position, I'm on standby. Ain't no competition, it's a landslide. Or you a rider, motherfucker, ride again. You said you slide on them, nigga, slide again. Niggas claim they hot, but we been fine. If they ain't one of mine, so they ain't tied. Or you a rider, motherfucker, ride again. You said you slide on them, nigga, slide.
We got this mapped out. Niggas selling wolf tickets, not living what they rap out. Said he gon' ride, too emotional, he'll crash out. And I ain't boxing, wrestle with this cannon, you gon' tap out. 100 troopers in the building, turn this shit into a blackout. We both come from the mother, why you tryin' to do me dirty? He cut himself off, we let him rock, he ain't worthy. You playing ball courts, throwing number like a jersey. While niggas folded like origami, I kept it sturdy. Told my son he got the blood of a king, he ain't got a word. They gon' cross you like a Christian, it's better to learn this early. They be watching, trying to copy, asking questions, trying to learn me. I ain't in the back and forth if the business don't concern me. Catch the wrath from my anger, I be trying to give a mercy. Ask the angels keep me covered, I'ma slide, they might have heard me. They playing with that fire, get you close, it's gonna burn me. We ain't never looking back, moving forward, it's the journey.
You know my position, I'm on standby. Ain't no competition, it's a landslide. Or you a rider, motherfucker, ride again. You said you slide on them, nigga, slide again. Niggas claim they hot, but we been fine. If they ain't one of mine, so they ain't tied. Or you a rider, motherfucker, ride again. You said you slide. Look, little nigga, I'm made. All these rappers soft, claim they all cut from a hold of a clove. I'm the one with the blade. Untamed gorilla, keep your hands out the cage. I be standing on they neck, One West to the grave. You can keep your mercy, nigga, I ain't worried. Revenge call me buddy love, I call her Miss Purdy. Nigga try to blitz, I'm going 730. I'ma shake the whole room like Big Shirty. Nigga say one war, it's whatever, buddy. Glock fully loaded, you know these letters bloody. Come for me, you a bitch, homie. Boy, I'm realer than your big homie. 145 4, you're the one and only. And you know I keep this blick on me. Body slam you like Mick Foley. I got that black out on my arm, play that bitch like a violin. Said me try me once, nigga, try again. You know my position, I'm on standby. Ain't no competition, it's a landslide. Oh, you a rider, motherfucker, ride again. You said you slide on them, nigga, slide again. Niggas claim they hot, but we been fire. If they ain't one of mine, so we anti. Oh, you a rider, motherfucker, ride again. You said you slide on them, nigga, slide again.
Ooh, 27
I got tunnel vision. It's a bunch of ways I'm gonna get it. It's my way or the highway if you don't stay about our fucking business. These niggas don't even get it. We having our Passover no matter if they fucking with it. The graveyard ain't never full, watch me flush them out. Quitting wasn't never cool, fuck they talking about. If you can't suffer with your brothers, we can't stall them out. Just hang they cover in the school if they dropping out, fuck them. If they ain't here, we don't care, we don't love them. If there was never one rush, you can't trust them. They get the guts to go against you, better crush them. It's like one dub, I'm in this bitch in the discussion. Niggas capping when they rapping, really lit as shit. They be acting, I ain't laughing, I be sick of it. When I grab a pen and get the right and hold a rubber grip, I'm holding fire just like Captain at the 55th. Damn. Hit the road, I be trucking. I ain't bragging about them roads, I be touching. Heard the chat about the bros and assumptions. Seen them hoes, you be crushing. You's a bold motherfucker. If they ain't here, we don't love them. If there was never one rush, you can't trust them. They get the guts to go against you, better crush them. I'm not here for all that fucking.
Be right. Can't trust them. My shield bustin', let it swing, never tuck it. Taking shots, I send them back. Only difference, my shit is buckets. I leveled up, blow the trumpets. You a sucker. Keep dreaming all that pillow talking. You do undercover. Like my brother, same year, same cover. Can't take the heat, then get the fuck about the oven. And before I ever burn the bridge, I'ma burn rubber and lead a scene. Smoky during rush hour, Chris Tucker. I used to torch from everything, but I was younger. Van Pack, still blazing all summer, nigga. Fuck em. No coward, trooper mood, all black, same hunger. They surprised how I got it inside. Straight butter, nigga.
So when a brother or sister comes in here and then you leave here, you're not with me. We don't have anything else in common. There's no reason for me to be joined with you anymore.
If they ain't here, we don't love them. If there was never one rush, you can't trust them. They get the guts to go against you, better crush them. I'm not here for all that fuss and use a hoe in their discussion, nigga.
Yeah.
Cut this out, build the beat up.
My title rang bells, I'm quick to put up a fight. Your dark sayings ain't enough, no throwing shade, but they light. You know the shark by the fin, but know the strength by the bite. They talking all damn day, ain't got no dog in the fight. Dry bones in the valley, found a body in the alley. Tuck Balenciaga's too heavy, track it down and follow up a brief second. They want me down, they want me broke, they want me keep stressing. My man smoking on that dope, he said he sleep better. I'm trying to knock this lid off, I go through each level. There's no response ahead, now to make her feel special. You go against me, I push back cause I don't feel pressure. This ain't a gimmick, I'm about business, I'm a real member, real problem solver to the roof. Off your demons, man, I do this too often. It's a coffin after every verse. Watch their hands, they double dealing. Shorty stripping on the day of rest, but next day in the church, man, this shit hurt. Grandmama watching kids, she love them, they don't listen to her. Pops running in the street, the fast life is getting torn. Section 8 in the poorest section of the city, made the best out of it. Mr. Iced Tea with the whiskey, we gon' hit diamonds. Keep digging, keep climbing, listen loudly, speak silent. My youngin', he need guidance, curses running bone deep. Been struggling this whole week, this ain't sweet. Thought he was riding, but he is slowly. My pop told me do what you do, and just be a man about it. If you start building up something, you gotta stand by it. I fell in love with this progress, destroyed the build process. Thoughts from a hustler, an economic mindset, iconic stroll. Gotta meet my goal before the sunset. They always say it's someone better, and I ain't met that one yet. Life is just a game, I'm on a winning streak, who want next? I peep the whole whole setup, flipped the script and now they upset. Only came for mine, I took the time and left the extras in the whoop-de-whoop. Chain on foodie loose, they come to take your breakfast. Being honest is not an option. You a bitch, I'm being modest. Co-signer, stand by it. 2 on point to stand by me. Drama hot will like a Johnny, that's the truth. I'm a lion running loose. I'm a giant to the moon, that's where I take it. And that's word to this war scarf. I'm there before the war start. Word to leave your whole mind polluted. Keep a pure heart. I'm hands on, I ain't coddle. This shit hitting like a bad kid. Got an air, let them hear. I better duck like Donald. I picked up cause all the violence. Plus I'm hated cause I'm honest. Real niggas, none left. One West is where you find us. You a spark. I'm atomic, Noah's Ark. Just flow with me. Lost a few but gained plenty. Flipped it off the same penny. I feel like the chase for the cloud is the new opiate. Won't associate with no divas to feel appropriate.
Clap it up. We Harlem. Let's get it on. Let's grab the other chair up. Oh man, this one might be a little low for me. Seems like something's wrong. Let me get a regular one. I don't know. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. This might be good, right? Seems all right. I'm not sure. I think it might be. I'm not sure. I see the other one. Let me try this one out. Just see. Maybe I just didn't have the height right. All right. Let's clap it up again. Don't get it on. Mi nombre es General MAHAYAMAN. Estoy al servicio de el General Johanna. Bienvenido. Gracias por sintonizarse esta noche. Gracias por unirte con nosotros esta noche. Nosotros somos la Escuela Israelita de Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Comenzamos en 1 Oeste Calle 125, Harlem, Nueva York. Desde 1969, debajo del mando de el General Johanna. Carnales, esta es la verdad. Si tú eres hombre, español, negro o indio, tú eres Israel, el pueblo elegido de Dios. Tu madre y tu padre dicen que somos un culto y mantienen su iglesia sin culpa. Pero su iglesia es culpable de todo lo que nos están pasando. Órale. Also, gracias.
Sir.
Also, par français, les vrais juifs bibliques sont les noirs, latinos et amérindiens. Clap it up. Magnifique.
Hey.
I'm trying. Okay, let's get it on, Akim.
Sir.
I'll answer all of your questions. We're going to go over the New York Knicks tonight. Get them a hand. We're going to go over that. We're going over the Knicks. And we're going over how the Knicks, I pray, taught the blacks and Latinos in New York a very, very valuable lesson. I pray the Knicks finally taught you how to win. I pray. Rezo entiendes. I pray. We'll go over that tonight, all right? And, of course, I will answer all of your questions. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready to rock. Let's get it.
Sir, quick shout-out to the Zones joining us.
Please.
We got Colleen with us.
Big Texas, Colleen, give him a hand.
We got Montreal with us.
Montreal, up north, give him a hand. That's my French teacher right there, the brother in Montreal. Teaching me French, Francais. Go ahead.
Milwaukee's here.
Milwaukee, give him a hand. Atlanta, the Brave, give him a hand.
Chicago.
Chi-Town. Give Chi-Town a hand. Trinidad, the bad man up in Trinidad. Give him a hand.
And Virginia.
VA, give Big VA a hand. I appreciate you.
Shalom.
Whenever you're ready, I'm ready to rock.
Yes, sir. And we have questions in the comments. We have a question from Warrior.
You got it.
I have a question, if I may, sir.
Please.
What did the Lord mean by what he stated in Deuteronomy 28 and 7-8? The water for your response to the one.
Musa in Christ. Well, since the Knicks won, let's have a drink first.
Here we go.
Because the New York Knicks won. And that deserves a drink. It's been 53 years. I can't have a drink.
I never thought I'd see that.
Damn. I have a drink. The Knicks won. It's been 53 years. Jesus. You gonna call me evil for drinking tonight? At least tonight I should be able to have a drink, y'all. I ain't been able to drink in 53 years. Yes, gracias, please. Thank you, Captain. Okay.
Go ahead. Let me hear your brother's question, please.
Yes, sir. Deuteronomy 23, 7 through 8.
I'm ready. This is nothing in specific. This is just a breakdown. Oh, this is the whole Edomite. I got you. Okay. What's his question again about it?
His question is, what did the Lord mean by what?
Absolutely. This is what the Most High means, right? If we were in charge, if we ruled the planet Earth, if we were the ones in charge of the government, in charge of the police, in charge of the welfare system, in charge of the hospitals, in charge of the schools, in charge of the military, we would never shoot their babies dead in the street.
Right.
We would never do that. Right. We would never lynch them because they looked us in our eye. We would never be as cruel to white people as they were to us. There are stories, brother. Think about in the 60s. There's a famous story that I always remind myself of a school bus full of black children, grade schoolers. And they wanted to go to this integrated school. And white people came out and rocked the bus to turn the bus over and kill the children in the school bus. And whenever I read that story, I know for a fact that we would never do that to them. There were women rocking the school bus, women pushing it, trying to kill the children inside. Our women would never kill white children. We would never do that to them. Why wouldn't we do that to them? Because in our law, the Lord says, abhor not an Edomite. The term abhor means to treat hatefully. We wouldn't do that to them. We wouldn't kill their children. We would never harm them the way that they harmed us. This scripture alone, if you want one scripture to prove that the white man in the Middle East who calls himself a Jew is not a true biblical ethnic Jew, but the blacks and Latinos who are scattered all over the world, who show kindness to a people who have given them cruelty, this is the scripture that I would pull. We would never do that to them. We would never treat them the way that they treated us. That's what this precept is about. The Bible says, abhor not an Edomite, which means to treat hatefully. Why? Because you were a stranger in Egypt. There was a time when we were living in the land of Egypt, brother, and that was not our land, but we were living in their land. The Most High God, through Joseph, the brother of the tribe of Ephraim, the Puerto Ricans, he set aside land for us using his political skills to be able to convince the Egyptians to give us our own land. We'd be Egyptian subjects and citizens, but we would have a place of our own where we could have our own neighborhoods and our own communities. And Joseph used his amazing political skills to make it so. I don't know if you noticed, but los Latinos recibido un regalo de Dios. The Latinos have received a gift from God. And because of that, Joseph used that gift, used his ability to manipulate Pharaoh into giving us our own land. At the same time, we were subjects in Egypt. And as we were there, we stayed there and we grew and thrived. So because of that, we would never treat immigrants with cruelty, because we at one time were immigrants. We were immigrants. We were immigrants in Egypt. We were immigrants in Assyria. We would never treat someone that is an immigrant in our land with cruelty, because we know what it's like to be an immigrant. This precept proves that we're the children of God. Right. And the people that call themselves the Jews are not, because they treat immigrants with cruelty. Right. They treat strangers with cruelty. No problem. Algún día seres pobre. Algún día seres la inmigrante. One day you're going to be an immigrant. One day you will be. Everyone understands. All right, that's your breakdown. I'll give you needed. All right. Is there anything else?
Yes, sir. Virginia has a question.
Mm-hmm. Rock, if you are.
Shalom, y'all. Salakia, sir, with your grace, sir.
Please.
I was wondering if I can get a breakdown, sir, on Ezekiel 9 and 4. My question is, in the verse, it was talking about a mark upon the head. I just wanted to know what type of mark was that.
Do me a favor, if I could, Warrior. Can you give me those bitters, that lemon thing in the back of the room? Just throw a shot up in there if I could, please. I appreciate another cube of ice if you don't mind. I appreciate you. Do it. Say your question again. Well, you want me to break down some Bible scripture, and is there a specific thing you would like me to break down?
Come on, sir. In verse 4, I was wondering what the mark was.
What you were wondering what the mark was? Is the mark of the beast, Ephraim? Oh, got you. Okay, go ahead and read it.
Come on, sir. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 9, verse 4. And the Most High said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Let me just first explain the metaphor for you, okay? The term marking is a term from sheep herding. Please, I appreciate you. Please, just hit it that. I appreciate it. It's a term from sheep herding. You know, our people were farmers, right? And so you would mark a sheep. You'd put a mark on his wool to say, this is a male, this is a female, this female has been bred, this female has not been bred, this female is pregnant, this female is not pregnant, this sheep is going to breed. I'm not going to castrate this male sheep. I'm going to leave him uncastrated because he's my best male sheep, and I'm going to make him procreate. So you would mark sheep and then separate them based in the group that you're putting them in with that mark. You get the point, warrior?
Come on, sir.
So now Ezekiel is using that metaphor to say, mark the men that sigh and that cry for the abominations done in the midst of this city. Now, this physical metaphor is now being used in a spiritual way. So you're getting marked in your forehead. So just does that give you a hint about what that mark might be?
I'm gonna try to answer it, sir.
Yeah.
The mark is a safety, like a safety mark. Like
you're getting marked in your forehead. Remember, I said the metaphor is physical when it comes to a sheep, right? It's a mark you put on his fur, right? That white fur that sheep have, right? This is spiritual. So it's not a physical mark. You understand?
Put on concert.
Just like fake Israelite groups and Christians years back used to think that the mark of the beast was an actual computer chip that you would put in your hand because they're schizophrenic lunatics. Right? It's not physical. It's using a physical metaphor like a brand. The mark of the beast metaphor is a brand that you would brand cows with. Right? The mark of the beast, you would put a brand in a cow so you could have a big shield of David or blah, blah, blah on it. So it's a physical metaphor, but it's spiritual. So what is in that forehead of yours? What you got up there? Huh?
Your mind, sir. Your mind, sir.
Your what? Say that again.
Your mind.
You give him a hand and dale un aplauso. Yes, your mind. So what's the mark?
The mark is trying not to overthink it, sir.
It's all right.
The mark is a
the forehead is your mind. Then what is the mark?
The mark is a protection of the brother who have the mind of God, who have the mind to serve the Lord.
No. Who's getting the mark?
The men that sigh and cry.
The men that sigh and cry. So we have, you go out. What city are you in, Ak?
Portsmouth, sir, Norfolk, Virginia.
You in Portsmouth, Louisiana?
Virginia, sir.
Portsmouth, Virginia. Okay. You out at camp in Portsmouth, Virginia. I'm trying not to give you the answer. You're at camp at Portsmouth. Is that where you found the truth?
Sir.
Okay, but you found the truth in some city, correct?
Come on, sir.
And what made you come into the truth?
Hearing the truth.
Say again.
the hearing of the speaking of the truth,
Hearing of it. Now, before you heard the truth, how did you feel about what was happening in your city, in your country, in your neighborhood? What did you think of it?
I thought it was horrible.
You thought it was horrible. Why was it so horrible?
Because you know it's not right. You can see it's not right.
What wasn't right?
The way we live and the way things go in the world.
The way we were and the way things go. And you thought it was horrible. Horrible. That was the perfect word to use. You thought it was horrible. You know what we're doing every day, brother? And now you have joined us in doing it. We are going on the internet and we're going on street corners and we're going on every form of social media. And we are finding brothers who think that this is horrible.
Right.
We're finding you. We're not finding the people who are rich and who love it here. They hate us. We're finding the brothers who think it's terrible the way my father was treated. It's terrible what my mother had to go through. It's terrible what the people in my neighborhood suffer every day. It's terrible what happened to me and my family. It's horrible. We find brothers like you and we mark your forehead. Right. What is the mark? The mark is the knowledge that we put into your mind. You see, everyone is not going to come into the truth, nor are we looking for everyone. Who are we looking for, brother?
We looking for the ones that want to serve the Lord.
You got to stay in the scriptures, Zach, if you want to cut Christians. You got to stay right in front of you. Otherwise, I wouldn't be asking. Who are we looking for?
Kind of what called the men that sigh and cry.
The men who think it's horrible. The men who sigh and who cry. For what reason, brother?
For the abominations, for the wrongs in the world.
Abominations done in the midst thereof. People who hate it. They're sick of this. They're sick of the child molestation and the abortion and the oppression and the drugs and the death. And they're sick of watching someone live in excellence off of the death that we have to go through every day. They're sick of it. They sigh about it. Ugh. They cry about it. We find them and we put knowledge in their mind. That's our job. That's what we're doing every day. Every day we're out there talking about slavery. Why in the hell are we bringing slavery pictures to camp? Right. You ever wonder why we're showing you images of slaves with their backs beat? That's the point. We're showing it to people who care about that brother who was beaten, who care about that woman who was lynched. There are pictures of lynchings all over the walls in headquarters. Why? Because we're looking for people who care that that woman was lynched. There's a picture on the wall in here of a woman who was hanging from a rope. And every time I see this picture, you know what my brain looks at? Her hand, because there's a wedding ring on her finger. Every time I see it, it's like I can't look at it without my brain going straight to that wedding ring. Because some brother came home and his wife was hanging from a bridge. And he lived and died and is forgotten. And I will live the rest of my life to provide vengeance for him. I'll just do it for him, right? Because I think that's horrible that happened to her. I think it's horrible. I sighed about it and I cry about it. And one day, Commanding General Yohana put something in my mind that I could not get out. I couldn't erase it. I couldn't remove it. I had to do something about it. Right. I pray you understand. Do you understand, Portsmouth, Virginia?
Hello, sir.
Was there anything else I can do for you?
Sir, the water, sir. You answered it, sir.
You. Please, Ayala Gomas. Any other questions?
Yes, sir. There was a question and a comment on the topic of the last question. Brother asked, does that mean that we're going to be good to them in the kingdom, that they won't be rewarded double unto them for what they've done?
No. Hey, look at get cockers out here and back in Harlem. See that? Come on, get cockers out here. Get cockers out on camera. Back in Harlem, New York. You get the point. Captain Cockers, I just walked in. Ain't been here in a while. There you go. Get it on. The water. Most High in Christ. All right. Well, brother, if it did mean that we will not give them double what they gave us, then that would be a contradiction of that scripture. And the Lord doesn't contradict himself, right? The Lord is not the author of confusion. So, of course, that is incorrect. our oppressor is absolutely going to receive double what he gave us. Now, to understand that abhor not an Edomite is not a contradiction of it, all you have to ask yourself is, why is he getting that? Why is the white man going to be punished double what he gave us? Why is he going to suffer? What's the reason that he's going to be punished in the kingdom of heaven? If you can give the answer, then you'll understand that abhor not an Edomite has nothing to do with contradicting that. Those two precepts are both true and exist in the same world. What's the reason that white people are going to be punished in the kingdom of heaven? Whoever asked the question, that's who I'm posing the question to, all right?
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
So we'll give the brother a minute to respond. That was Zabalawan 144.
Should I move on? Let's answer the question for him or no? What do you want to do?
Come on.
Do we answer?
I think he just commented. He said, for the evil they've done.
For the evil they've done. Now, why did they lynch us? Why did they burn us? Why did they rip the tongues out of our mouths and burn the eyes out of our heads? They're going to be hurt in the kingdom of heaven. I mean, in a pain that is going to be justifiable. Now, why did they hurt us? Allow him to answer that, please.
Come. He said, because they hate us.
Give him a hand, because he gave the only answer I would have accepted. The only answer that would have been better is because they abhorred us. They abhorred us. We are not going to punish white people because of the color of their skin or because we're in some race war, because we're not in a race war at all. And it's not because of the color of their skin. They're going to pay for crimes they committed, for what they stole, for who they hurt. And that is not treating them hatefully. That is justice. Everyone understands. All right,
sir.
Please.
South Carolina has a question.
South Carolina, give him a hand. You got it.
Stand up. Yeah, you go ahead. Say something.
Come on, South Carolina. You ready to rock? Please, sister. You got it.
Shalom, sir. My
question
was Psalms 39, verse 13, where it said something about that the Lord loves. I'm just wondering, like, what that speaks to the identity that the God of the universe loves. What does that mean?
I didn't hear it quite well, Ephraim. Can you break it down for me?
I didn't hear it too well either. I'm trying to check the audio right now.
No problem. Sister, I didn't quite hear it. Where was the precept that you wanted me to read? Say again.
It was in Psalms 37, verse 13.
Okay, you want me just to break it down, or is there something in specific you need explained?
I just wanted to understand, what does it mean that the identity that the God of the universe loved about something?
The identity. Okay, let's go ahead and read the precept.
Okay. Psalms what? Sorry, I didn't catch
37, verse 13.
You said 39, right? Am I wrong?
37, sir.
37. You got it. I'm ready.
Psalms 37, verse 13. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming.
That's it? Is that your question, sis? That precept?
Yes, sir.
And you want me to break just to explain what that means?
Yes, sir.
All right. Go 2 verses above it.
Verse 11. But the meek shall inherit the earth.
Yeah, read that again.
But the meek shall inherit the earth.
This is what Jesus Christ said when he had an innumerable amount of people in front of him. First, he said, beware of the Sadducee and Pharisee, beware of their leaven, which is hypocrisy. Then he said, blessed are the poor, blessed are the meek in spirit, for they shall inherit the earth. Jesus Christ was a man who led the greatest revolution that ever existed, and that revolution is happening to this day. To this day. Jesus Christ took the people from the bottom and is in the process of putting them on the top. and he's in the process of putting the people on the top all the way down there on the bottom. That's revolution, brothers. I know you understand that, right? Well, that's why he said the meek shall inherit the earth, the people without land, the people without resources, the people without protection, the people who get no protection in a court system that touts its blind justice. You know, that God that they worship, that God of justice, has a blindfold on in front of the courthouse, holding a scale in her hands. That's the Greek God of justice. And she's blind, meaning she doesn't see that you're black. She doesn't see that he's white. She doesn't see that you're rich and he's poor. She doesn't see any of that. That's a lie. She absolutely does see. She sees it. She sees it. But they are hypocrites, which is exactly what Jesus Christ was trying to say. They're hypocrites. Keep reading.
And shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace.
And they're going to delight themselves in the abundance of peace. My God, can you imagine how young you were when you realized that you could have no peace? You couldn't have it in your house. When you heard your family arguing and the yelling that scared you and made you cry and made you think, is my family going to break up? Is my father going to leave? He eventually did, right? He did leave. Right? Am I going to have to get removed from my home? Is child services going to take me from my home? Eventually they did. They do, right? That's when a child realizes that he can't have any peace, especially not at home. Well, in the kingdom of heaven, once this revolution has been accomplished, then now we will rejoice in the abundance of peace. Every home, a place of nurturing and kindness and love. Every business, a business that flourishes and thrives. Every farm being blessed by what the soil God provides and the rain that falls down from his blessing. Everything happening in your favor because you're the children of God and you finally won. That's the point. One day we're going to win. And this precept is about that day. Continue.
Sir. Verse 12. The wicked plotteth against the just.
But the wicked, here we go. You see, this is the game we're playing. This game has been going on a long time, brother. I'm ready for this game to be called. I'm ready for the buzzer to sound on this game, warriors. It's been a long time, right? This is our enemy. This is our adversary, right? This is who we're against in this game. Read it again.
The wicked plotteth against the just.
But the wicked plots against the just, and all the just wants is peace. That's it. Peace. But we can't have peace because our enemy, our adversary, is plotting against us day and night, constantly. He doesn't sleep. He doesn't rest. He doesn't think I have enough, so I don't need more. I heard that idiot Joe Rogan, who's clearly an absolutely dumb white man, like every other dumb white man. He said that Elon Musk is not trying to cheat the government out of money. He has too much money. He has so much money. Why would he want more? I remember going, my God, are you telling me these people are our masters? Is this who our masters are? Some white man that says he has $10 billion. He doesn't want 12 billion. He has 15 billion. He couldn't possibly want 20 billion. Who would? A month later, Elon Musk becomes a trillionaire. A trillionaire. He didn't want any more. Well, back when he had 40 billion, he said, you know what? I don't need more money, y'all. I'm just here to help the government get on its feet. That's all I want to do. No, you don't understand. He never gets enough. There's not enough. Elon Musk has $1 trillion. Do you think he's going to retire? Huh? Of course not. He's not retiring. Do you think he'll go, I'm just going to go buy me a planet somewhere and lay up there. I got $1 trillion. Y'all, do you think Elon Musk is not at work now? Right now? He is. Why? Ephraim, tell him. Because what exists when you're a trillionaire? 2 trillion. Yeah, did Donald Trump have enough when he had $10 billion? Now he has $100 billion right now after a year in the White House. Yeah, our adversary, brother, he's constantly plotting against us, constantly maneuvering and using craft to destroy us. Continue.
Come. And gnasheth upon him with his teeth.
He does what?
And gnasheth upon him with his teeth.
And our enemy bites. That's what gnashing means. Like he gnashes upon the poor, upon the meek with his teeth. He is biting us. He's biting us. Keep going.
Oh, come on. The Lord shall laugh at him.
I'm sorry, read that again.
The Lord shall laugh at him.
The Lord shall do what?
Shall laugh at him.
Yeah, this is the day that we win, brothers. This is the day that we win the championship. And there's a lot at stake in this game, brother. A lot at stake, right? The Most High shall laugh at him. Keep going.
For he seeth that his day is coming.
For he sees that su día está llegando. Su día está llegando. He sees that his day is coming. It's coming. Continue.
The wicked have drawn out the sword.
Keep is that it? Sister, do you get it or you need more?
Yes. Yes, sir.
All right. Clap it up for her. Good job. Anything else?
So on that, sir, we have Shreveport, Louisiana with us. Wanted to tell us.
Oh, Shreveport. Give Shreveport a hand. Shreveport. Que bueno verte. What did you want to bring out tonight?
Yesterday, 50 Cent, the rapper 50 Cent, right? He's been doing a lot of business down here in Shreveport. He purchased 19 buildings in downtown Shreveport. And his goal is to try to rebuild the city and bring, more attractions to the city. They had that a couple years back, they had that Human Harmony event where he brought Dave Chappelle, a lot of big names, a lot of big comics out here, a lot of big artists out here or whatever. And but he's been having some pushback from the people in the city, from some of the higher ups in the city, mainly white people, mainly Esau. And he purchased a parking lot where he's going to build his club. And in purchasing the parking lot, they were supposed to disclose to him that it was tanks beneath that area, and he cannot build on top of that area. It'll be a problem for him to build on top of that area. They did not disclose that information, but they sold him the property anyway. And so now he has to do that. They pulled that over. They pulled that over on him. They got to dig him up and basically filter the dirt, clean the dirt. I don't know how that goes, but also recently he gave $500,000 to our nonprofit organizations that support being against violence against women, domestic violence, and almost all, if not all, of the organizations he donated to were organizations ran by Black people. And so they gave him a lot of backlash for that. They was mad he didn't give them the opportunity to do what they wanted to do with his money.
I understand. And so the brothers and sisters in Shreveport, they're hopeful that 50 Cent will come and bring jobs and employment to their city. Is that correct?
Con out of one con. So he has that whole the building he bought to do his filming and Millennial Studios, which would now be G Unit Studios, and they looking forward to him bringing opportunities down here. But it's been some pushback from the powers that be to try to slow that process down or try to control where and how he spends his money.
Well, for sure. Okay, anyone trying to help Blacks and Latinos, you should expect that our adversary will plot all night to stop you. That's something that you're going to have to know before you get involved in it, right? That's absolutely going to happen. Now, I would pray like anything that any Black or Latino does, I would pray that anything would happen to make days a little brighter for even a short amount of time for my people. If my people can get jobs and find a way to get jobs to pay their bills and to pay their child support and not go to jail, good, fine. Anything that we can do to survive here that doesn't delay us winning this game, it doesn't delay the kingdom of heaven from coming 1 second, I pray the Most High God blesses it, because you have to eat every day. You got to eat every day. You got to drink every day. Peter said this, what profit us if we teach him about the kingdom of heaven, but provide him not bread? Let us first give him bread. Then we can teach him. A brother and a sister has to eat. You got to eat. So anything that you can do to be able to survive, to be able to put food in your stomach and to feed those kids, I pray that the Most High God blesses it, no matter who does it. So if 50 Cent is trying to do it, I pray that it works. I pray the people who have suffered greatly in Shreveport, Louisiana, historically and up to this present day, I pray that anything could happen to them, brother, that could make tomorrow a little better than yesterday was. I pray. However, I would warn 50 Cent of something. Jesus Christ said this, whosoever that does not gather with me scatters abroad. There is one group that helps Black and Latinos that I hope you remember he didn't give money to. Do you know Shreveport?
It's like you say that again.
Shreveport, did you hear me?
Come on, one sir. The ISUPK.
Now, do you want to win Shreveport? Let me give you a lesson from an old man. Do you want to win this game, Shreveport?
Come on, one.
This is what you'll have to do. You'll have to tell yourself, when you hear about 50 Cent giving money, $500,000 to nonprofits, and all of them were organizations that help Blacks and Latinos, you have to think to yourself, he did not give any to me. Now, if you cannot do that yet, Shreveport, it's going to be very difficult for you to win Shreveport. It's going to be hard. If you believe that Shreveport can win without you being its captain, without you being the one that's in charge, then of course you're going to clap your hands while you see, oh, I'm glad to see he gave that black church $500,000. Good job, 50 Cent. Good job. Who did you give to the Black Lives Matter people? Oh, those lesbians are going to use that money for good and not evil. Congratulations, 50 Cent. While you know who's in charge of a nonprofit, Shreveport?
Come.
Who?
We are.
You, right? Are you the camp leader over Shreveport?
Come on, sir.
Yeah. You're in charge of a nonprofit. And he didn't give you any. None. And if he doesn't give money to the Israelite School of UPK in Shreveport, Louisiana cannot win. It will never happen. Black Lives Matter. God knows how much money. Does anyone want to even give me the number for me to cry about the amount of money that Black Lives Matter received when Biden or Hillary, I forget who the hell was president at that time. Give me the number, Shreveport. Go ahead and find that number for me, please. Black Lives Matter. All right.
Come.
Go ahead and find the number. A black organization received that is about making Black Lives Matter, according to what they on their website, right? That's what they say. Does Captain Tazariak, does he need the microphone, Ephraim? You got it. Go ahead.
79.6 million.
Say that one more time.
79.6 million.
All right, now stab me in the eye quickly so I don't have to keep going. Yeah, congratulations. Whoever gave that money to Black Lives Matter. You truly love the downtrodden people of the earth.
Like that was just the first year.
Stab me in the other eye. Stab me in both eyes. Do you get the point, Shreveport?
Cut out one, sir.
Right. So what you want to do? You want to say, hey, 50 Cent, hand that 500,000 here, or else you're giving it to no one, because whosoever that does not gather with me scatters abroad. If you're not in the Israelite School of UPK, you're dividing Blacks and Latinos. That's what you're doing. Ask the $79 million that Black Lives Matter got in 1 year. 1 year. There's no entiendes. You get what I'm saying, Shreveport?
Cut out the con, sir. Most definitely.
Gotta move on. Gracias. Anything else?
That's it. I don't want to. What if I have them?
What are you worth? What for coming? With a hand. Hey, Levi, give Levi a hand. Getting it on tonight. What, Levi?
Quick question from a sister.
Please.
Shalom, Lord Christ. I don't want to slack you, sir. I have a question about bathing suits for us sisters, like in public.
Like, you just reminded me of another question someone asked me. It was about the Kwam Yasha'Allahs and the cadence. All right, keep going. On to that next. Go ahead.
Like beaches, water parks, would you say a one piece with a skirt is okay, or what would you say?
Yeah, what you want to do is have some judgment about it. You know, ask your husband, he should know if he's in the UPK. A one piece with a skirt usually is acceptable. Now, you might have a whole lot of woman to put in that one piece. So you have to get an appropriate one piece. And not every one piece is made for every sister. So you want to put it on, look at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself and see, is this appropriate? How about this? Imagine you're at the beach and all of a sudden Commanding General Yohana walks down the beach. He's there. He's right there looking at you. Will you be like, God damn, Salakia, sir? Will you cover yourself up like this? Or will you feel comfortable? If you feel comfortable, then that would mean this is an appropriate bathing suit. If you feel comfortable to put it on the internet without people in the school going, I didn't know she was a whore. If you feel comfortable, then usually that would mean that, which is why shame is important with a woman. A woman needs to learn shame. That's in the Bible, because shame is kind of a schoolmaster. It'll teach you, well, I don't feel comfortable walking down the street in my drawers. So then, because that feeling of uncomfortability kind of guides me in how I dress. You understand, sister? I'm assuming she asked the question. You good to go? So it's a judgment call you got to make. But like you said, that sounds right, but it's still a judgment call. You got to look at yourself in the mirror and let somebody else look at you. Okay. All right. Anything else?
Another sister, Breeze Botanics.
Go ahead. Breeze Botanics. Now, I hope you don't smoke weed, because that sounds like a weed smoking name. Breeze Botanics. Right? That sounds like a strain of excellent weed. Okay. So I pray that is not the case. I'm going to assume it's not the case. Go ahead. Oh, shit. Go ahead. Go ahead.
With your grace, Salakia, but as a daughter of the Most High Commanding General Hana, are we allowed to do yoga, sir?
Oh, boy. Okay. Yoga and botanics sounds like she is getting weed that makes your eyes glow in the dark. Please.
She elaborates for breath control, staying in shape.
Of course. Please forgive me. Mea culpa. It's mea culpa. I'm sure that it is absolutely for your breathing techniques. Now, yes. Oh, well, she said yoga right now. You should not do yoga. Yoga is a religious custom from the yogis that teach that to people. Yogis are those, East Indian snake charmers and back in the day in Harlem, we would call them snake eaters. I'm not telling you to say that term anymore. That's an old Harlem term for people of India, snake eaters, right? But of course, you on the internet, that's inappropriate. It'll get your pages cut off. But a yogi, look up what a yogi is, if you don't mind. All right. These yogis are religious leaders, right? And they teach you how to, worship all those gods, a ton of breathing and legs crossing and all that mess and breathing. So you should not do yoga, but you damn sure can breathe, right? You can breathe every day. Breathe now. So just go ahead and breathe. Calm down. How about that? Count to 10. That's not yoga, but it's you calming the hell down and shutting your mouth for 10 minutes. A ton of you women would benefit from, I don't know if there's a name for it, but how about shut the hell up? Shut your mouth, because that's in essence what we're talking about. Am I not? You're sitting down, you breathe. You know why you're breathing? Because your tongue isn't moving, right? If that tongue would stop flapping, you could breathe. So if you shut your mouth during yoga, keep going, do it. I got a feeling a lot of you talk through the damn yoga. That's my concern. That during the yoga, you're talking and through the damn yoga. So do not give me what a yogi is, please.
Yes, sir. It says a practitioner of yoga, an adherent of yoga philosophy.
Yoga what?
Philosophy.
Yoga philosophy, This is a religion. Yoga philosophy, keep going.
A reflective or mystical person.
Oh boy. A reflective or mystical person. A snake charmer. They know how to play those notes to get that snake out that basket. Catch his ass right there when he lifts his head up. It's dinner time. Everyone understands. All right. So no, do not do yoga. Don't do that. But count to 10. Count. Counting is an excellent way to breathe and relax, right? You go to the gym, you count. That's a great tool for many people. Count from 3 sets of 15 times. You're counting. You're cooling out. You're sitting somewhere. You're closing your eyes. You're listening to some music that cools you out. Should you do yoga? No. Should you calm down and shut your mouth? Absolutely. Everyone understands. Is there anything else?
That's all on there.
All right.
Also, she wanted to clarify. She said, General, I don't. I think referring to the weed. She said, I'm in the school.
Give her a hand. Once again, mea culpa. I apologize. I'm sure she's a wonderful sister in the Israelite School of UPK. All right. Is there anything else?
Yes, sir. Another question from a sister.
Please.
Shalom, Yahweh Shemar Latham, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Sir Salakia. What is the ISUPK take on henna, the temporary tattoo-like art drawn on the hands of
Yeah, henna is, there is no law against painting on your skin, right? Which is, let me explain what henna is to the brothers. Henna is like ink that you can wash off. Now, I hope I'm right now. Tell me if I'm wrong, okay? As far as I remember, it's you know, you want to paint all over your skin and paint nice pictures all over yourself. All right. There's no sin against that because it is not printing. It is not permanent. It's not scarring your flesh. And that would be a tattoo would be unlawful. Henna is just you painting on yourself. So there is no sin against you painting on yourself. However, you should think this. If you are a woman and you want to paint on yourself and paint nice pictures all over yourself, you should realize that you are a baby girl and you need a husband to make the big decisions in life, because you are a little girl that wants to paint pretty pictures all over your arms. And that is no sin, and you can do it, right? But when it comes time to make the big choices, you better leave that to me, sweet pie. Does everyone understands?
Sir.
I pray, ¿eso entiendes? I pray you do. ¿Me entiendes? I pray, because that's fine. You might have a little daughter, you know, she wants to paint pictures on herself. Get it on. Flowers. You know, what else? Birds. I do it. Butterflies. Do it. Okay, now, but then when the big things happen, you better leave that to me, sweetness, because I don't paint pictures on myself. I'm grown. Is that fair enough? That seems fair to me. I'm gonna let you paint all the pictures all over you, butterflies and everything on your face and arms and everything, and go to school and show everybody, or in this case, go to work and show everybody all your butterflies. That's fine. Put it on the internet. Your butterflies are beautiful. Now, when it comes to the hard things in life, I make the call because I don't paint butterflies on myself. That seems fair enough to me, Ephraim, but you got to tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good enough. You heard Ephraim. He backed it up. So that's that. That's two people right there. All right, go ahead. Please, please. Uno más, please. One more in a. Hold up. Don't tell me what one more is in French. What's one more? God damn it. Creole. Yolot. Yolot. Did I say it right? Say it again. Yon. Lot. Yon. Lot. Yon. Lot. You know what you can give me too? Give me the drilled Jews of the Bible are black and Latino in Creole, please. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, you better. I'll take a little more too. I'm sorry. What you want me to do?
I said we could get the French as well.
Get the what?
The French as well.
There you go. There you go. What's one more? Give him a hand. Montreal.
Kawakan, sir.
I see you, Montreal. How do you say one more in French?
Un autre.
Say it again.
Un autre.
Write it down on the screen. Write it down up there in the chat room. Everybody can see it. And they'll read it to me. Aut. Okay. All right. Let's get it on. Write it down. I'll practice it.
ISUPK Sack asked, basically reminding you was going to say something about the cadence.
That's about the what again?
The cadence.
The cadence, right. A sister called me and she asked me, you know how we're at his barbecue season coming up. Shout out to Captain Tazar Yak, arranges all the barbecues and straightens it out with the brothers, right? Okay, sister asked me, we yell Kwam Yasha Allah and things like that. She said, can the sister say it? Yes, a sister can say. There's times when we just say Kwam Yasha Allah. A sister is free to say it. What a sister cannot say is when we say men of Israel, right? Men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim. A woman cannot get into Imajim Shabbat and cannot address, she cannot answer if the brother in charge says men of Israel, right? But there's 1,000 times when we yell Kwam Yasha Allah, even when we're singing the cadences, right? We sing the cadences. A sister is free to sing that cadence, to sing it as much as she wants to sing it at barbecues and Passovers. She can absolutely sing it. She can absolutely yell Kwam Yasha Allah. What she's going to do, though, is just be quiet when someone says men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim, and we give the salute and we do the Kwam Yasha Allah. After that one, everybody can just join the hell in and get it on. All right. That's UPK tradition done. Anything else?
So, sir, we have Chicago has a question.
Mm-hmm. Chi-Town, I'm listening.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh, sir. If I may, we got an excellent brother by the name of Rakam Yala, Captain Yardan's son, that has a question. He wants you to just do a general breakdown of Colossians 3 and 20.
I'm ready to rock.
Kind. Colossians chapter 3, verse 20. And he wanted to go to 22, if you could, Baba Shah.
Please.
Children, obey your parents in all things, for this is well pleasing unto the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
21. Fathers, provoke not your children to anger, lest they be discouraged. Verse 22.
I'll start doing it now. Hit me up with that lemon thing back there, please. That thing, just a couple of shots of that. I'll start from give me one verse above from where we started.
Makan. Colossians chapter 3, verse 19. Husbands, love your wives and be not bitter against them.
Now you need that. You need that to understand the rest of it. All right, please. You need that to understand the rest of it. Husbands, love your wives and be not what?
Bitter against them.
And be not bitter against them. That's a terrible, there are certain carnal traits that women have and that men have, certain carnal traits that every tribe has, right? There are things that come with your blood. If you're a West Indian, there are certain carnal traits that you are born with. If you're from the tribe of Judah, so-called black man, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Guatemalan, Haitian, just like in any breeding, you breed in characteristics, meaning what you look like, and you also breed in personality traits. That happens in all breeding, which is why pit bulls kill you and little tiny poodles lick you, because they look a certain way, but that look comes with a personality. It's true with people too, right? And that's what Deuteronomy, the 33rd chapter, is giving you, the traits that come with the tribe you are, the nation you are. Everybody gets it, right? And a lot of these you have to fight because they're carnal. You're born with it, but you should not allow it to make decisions in your life. If you're simply born with anger, then you shouldn't say, well, this is how I am, so I'm going to just be like this in my house, be like this around the brothers and the sisters. You're born like that, but you're not a dog, so you better fight it. You're not an animal, so you better fight the personality that you're born with. I don't expect a pit bull to do it, but I expect you to. Everyone understands, right? So you want to think about that. So read it from right there again, please.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 19. Husbands, love your wives and be not bitter against them.
That's very heavy. And I'll tell you why. Because it is the nature of a relationship with a woman that she makes mistakes because she's a little girl with butterflies on her arms. Do you understand? That's natural. It is not natural for the man to make mistakes. That is not natural. That's not natural. It's like a father making mistakes and pleading with the children for forgiveness. That is not normal. The way of things is this. She's a little girl with henna writing all over her arms. And what's that cat they love? The white cat from Korea. Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty is in her room. Her keychain is full of baubles and goobly-goos, and she plays Candy Crush on her phone. She's a sweet little baby. She's supposed to be. So she makes mistakes. She maxes out her credit cards. You know what she does? She talks and yells when she shouldn't, right? She does things that make you sick. Why? Because she's a baby girl. Well, don't be cruel to her because she's a girl, because she says what she shouldn't say. Please, Levi. Why'd you stab me in both my eyes and just give me one in the ribs real fast? Brother, I get in my car and I see that truck. I know it's coming to my house. Like I look at him, I sit there and I go, just give it to me, y'all. Just hand it to me. Anyway, well, that's the way of things. Can you understand how unnatural would it be for your wife to go, did you gamble the rent money again? Did you drink up all the rent money again? Oh, damn it. I'm sorry, baby. I really thought I was going to hit my parlay. I really thought, I thought I was on the website, and I thought, and she got to sit there and go, just never mind. Give me a pen. Let me work these bills out. Oh, you sit there. I'm sorry, baby. That's not natural, young man. You see, she's the baby girl, not you. So what's the dynamic we'll have? She makes mistakes. I have to chastise her and forgive her. In that process, don't be cruel to her. Don't resent her. Don't hate her. She's just a sweet little pretty baby. That's all. Keep going.
Khan, verse 20. Children, obey your parents in all things.
I just remember the first part. Children, obey your parents in all things. So, of course, to understand context, if you have a terrible parent, don't obey that parent when he tells you to pull down your panties so he can molest you. Don't do that. Don't obey an unlawful order from anyone on this planet. This scenario is for a good parent. So you want to obey your parents and everything because they're good parents. Take out the trash. Go to school. Right? Get good grades. Come in the house when they tell you. Right? Do that. Wash the dishes. Don't hang with those niggas on the street corner. Good Lord. I heard that every day. I did not listen. Everyone understands. Right? A good parent is going to give you good advice whether you listen to it or not. They'll keep going, giving it to you. Later on, when you're in a hospital bed like me for a year, you'll wish you listened. You wish you listened, right? Obey that parent. Obey him. Keep going.
Khan, for this is well-pleasing unto the Lord.
For the Lord likes that, to see that a husband is not hating and resentful of his wife because she's just a sweet little baby who makes mistakes. And that a parent is obeying that a child is obeying a good parent. Continue.
Khan, verse 21. Fathers, provoke not your children to anger.
So now, one second. So now, what would it mean then that a father would provoke his child to anger? What would that mean?
Salaki, sir, does it mean because he's angry, he does things just to anger like he'll beat on his son because he's angry.
Be on him about going to school?
Lie, sir.
So what do you mean then?
Just take out his anger on his son like he would like on a wife. Because
take his anger out because the child isn't going to school. The child is cutting class. And so that the father is yelling at this child because the child is cutting class. Is that what you mean? Is that provoking the child to anger? Because the child does not want to go to school. So the child will absolutely be angry when you yell at the child about going to school. So is that what you mean?
No, lie, sir. I mean like just provoke him, just beating on him for no reason at all.
So beating on him for what reason then? If there's no reason at all, then why is he beating on him?
Because of his own anger?
If I ask a question in this breakdown class, what must you know by now? It is always right in front of you in the Bible. I wouldn't ask otherwise because I'm trying to teach you in Senales, in Sedamos. I'm trying to teach you. We will teach you how to cut people. This is how you cut people. You use a word that's right in front of them so that when they can go like this, they can look down and see that the answer is right in their hand. So what's the answer? Ephraim in New York. Say again. Is discouraged right in front of you in the Bible? No need to even get the microphone for that answer. It has to be, is that right in front of you in the Bible? Where is it at? Let's hear it. Is that where we are right now? Is that where we're reading from? Okay, keep going.
Father, provoke not your children to anger, lest they be discouraged.
Ooh, that's good, and I got to take that. Give him a hand. That's not what I was referring to, but that is, you would have cut me because it's right in front of you. Now, give me the one I was referring to is the resenting part. Because I asked, why is he doing it? You gave me the effect that it would have on the child. It would discourage him. But I asked, why is he doing it? You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead. Shalayala, go ahead. What's right there? I can't. Some word is right there that I'm not hearing.
Say again? I think I got it.
No. Before that, keep above it. Levi. Bitter, correct? That's the one I'm looking for. Bitter. Read bitter, please, right there, Shalayala. If it's there, go ahead. Now, so when I ask, why is he beating him? If he's not making the child angry because the child doesn't want to go to school and the father is yelling at him saying, go to school. Don't be in a gang. Don't hang out in a street corner. Some of your children are going to be homosexuals. They're going to be a homosexual boy. And brother, when you come up against that homosexuality, the grandmother is going to say, the Bible says, don't provoke your child to anger. Don't yell at your child about them being gay. Don't do that. Brother, you don't love your child then. You don't love that child. Because if you love that child, you have got to lose your mind about him becoming a sexual deviant because you know the end of that lifestyle. You know the end of him dropping out of school. You know the end of him being violent. So we're not talking about that, making a child rightfully angry because the child is what? Not obeying the parent in all things. So you're supposed to yell at that child because the child is not obeying you in all things. But this situation is not that. You're beating your child because you're a bitter, dirty bastard. That's why you're treating your child like that. Because you're just bitter. Because it's fun to hurt someone that's smaller than you. Because they can't stop you. This abuse is abuse. It's not correction. It's abuse. And you're only doing it because you can. And then when child services knocks on your door, you'll wonder why. You'll wonder, what is child services doing here? They're here because you're bitter and you constantly hurt your child for no reason other than it helps you with your bitter nature because your father did this to you, because your mother did this to you, because you lost your job, because white people do this to you at work. So now when you get home, you hurt your children, you don't rightfully correct them with a measured correction because you want them to have a good life. You're drunk, you're sad, you're miserable, and it's fun to hurt people when you're like that. That's a father who is provoking his child to anger. That child is going to hate you, brother. Hate you. And there are so many terrible parents out there. It was some bitch I kicked out the school not too long ago under commanding General Yohana's authority, of course, who was smoking weed with her son. Smoking weed with her son in North Carolina. Smoking weed. The son came into the council and said he was smoking weed with his mom. Smoking weed with her while another man was upstairs because she was a whore. Yeah, she's gone now. Later on, that boy is going to hate her. I saw some brother in the school put a video up of Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa laughing about how his son smells like weed every day. Laughing because he smokes right around his son. Why? And Wiz Khalifa said, because it's legal, you know. He said that. I said, my God, send child services to this house. Send them to this house. You know, alcohol is legal also, Wiz Khalifa. It doesn't mean you should pour it down your 5-year-old's throat. It's not legal for a child to use. It's legal for you to use. but it's not legal for a child. If you're smoking weed with your child in the car, if you're smoking weed to the point that when your child goes to school, your child's clothing smells like weed, then your child is smoking weed because it's in the air. Your child is constantly inhaling marijuana smoke. When your child gets older and when he has all of the drug problems and the life problems that is caused by drug problems, that child is going to hate you. You provoke your child to anger by smoking weed around your child. That's how you made him angry, because he's going to hate you when he becomes a man. He's going to say, you know, maybe I wouldn't have ended up in jail if I had a better father. Maybe I wouldn't have ended up with having no life and dropping out of school if I had a better mother. Maybe my life would have been better. That's something that's going to come to that young person's mind when they look at their life and the state of it. They're going to trace it right back to you. So this is not talking about, many people read this scripture and think provoking your son to anger usually is some stupid, dumb mother who is an idiot and really is just angry at you because the child is crying. You understand? The child is crying because you sent the child into the room. You said, get into your room. Before you know it, the mother says, don't send him in the room. You're provoking him to anger. This is not talking about that child in the room breathing heavy and cursing you out under his breath, yelling at you in his room. That's not the anger it's talking about. That is not anger. That is a child that doesn't want to obey his parents in all things. The anger it's talking about is when you get older and you hate your mother because her boyfriends molested you. You hate her for that. You hate your father because he was a drunk and he would cry and beat you. That's the anger. Ephraim, microphone.
Sir. Regarding the provoking, would that be akin to like bullying?
No, you don't want to accuse it to bullying because you're going to have to bully your daughter to get her not to dress like a whore when she goes to school. You get my point? Now, her mother is going to say, you're bullying her. Her mother's going to say, why can't she wear what she wants to school? Why can't she? The Bible says don't provoke her to anger. Guess why? Because your daughter is going to be angry because you're telling her to change her clothing. What? I got to change my clothing. Are you making me so mad? I can't stand you. I'm going to my mother's house. Go. That's where whores live anyway. Your mother's house, not over here. Anything else, Shalal Yala? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She was saying that from about the age of 9 to 16, a father will come in the room and have sex with her. And because he converted to Islam, that was something that
Did they teach? Mm-hmm.
Mother know that she was loud.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this woman was so warm. She developed, resentment.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they both died.
Yeah.
And she didn't know how to get it out.
Mm-hmm.
She's still very angry.
Right now. Yeah. Yeah. Forget about it. Yeah. She's fallen into a normal trap. However, though, her father had sex with her. She hates him over it, right? What did she do because her father had sex with her? So her father had sex with her, and her solution was to have sex. Who would have loved that? Her father. Like so many people do that. I can't stand my parent because they molested me and had sex with me. I'll show them. Let me have sex with everyone at school. Right? So you know who would have loved a girl that wanted to have sex with everybody? Your molester. Right? I hated my father. He was an alcoholic. He used to beat me. I can't stand that man. What are you doing? I'm an alcoholic. You know who would have loved that? Right? You know who would have, he could have used you as his drinking buddy. Because he would have loved to know that you're an alcoholic. Too many times when you hate the person that hurt you, you become just like them. Why? Because you don't really hate them. You understand? I can teach you how to hate. I'm an expert at that. It's one of the things that I specialize in. Hate. It's, it's a gift. It's just a gift. Right? Please, Captain. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then that individual who has the trauma or the anger from
Mm-hmm.
the mishap of the crime that the parents
Mm-hmm.
committed against
Mm-hmm.
that child,
Mm-hmm.
how then do they heal it and give that?
Okay, that's part of the trap. Let me try to explain. Okay, the Knicks didn't win because they loved and forgave the San Antonio team, right? They didn't win that because of that. The Knicks won the championship because they knew truly how to come against the team they were against. So many people say they hate their parent, but they behave just like them. Do you hate your parent? You don't. You don't hate your parent. You cannot say you hate your mother for how she treated you and you became just like her. That you're lying to yourself. In essence, you're saying you hate your parent because you know you're supposed to, because you know that the effect it had on your life, but you don't really hate your parent because otherwise you wouldn't be your parent. What if you really did it? What if you really said, my childhood was so terrible. What my mother did to me was so terrible. It was so terrible that I will never do what she did. I will never be like him. I will never be like her. Then now your hatred has fueled winning. Winning, brother, is such a pure concept. It is my favorite concept in my service under Commanding General Yohana. It is so pure and perfect and vital to success in life. The concept of I must be victorious over an abusive parent. I must be victorious over what happened in my neighborhood. I must be victorious over the white man. The Israelite school of UPK must be the only and supreme belief system on the planet Earth. It must. I will not share this world with any purple pig or Christian church or Muslim. I will not share this place with them. The thought of it makes me sick that there is anyone anywhere that thinks that they are my peer. I cannot stand it. It's sickening. Now, that fuels me to win. Do that with your abusive father, abusive mother, or else you know what you actually are. You don't really hate. You're using that word, which people do. People say, I hate my father. I hate my mother. What are you doing? The same thing my father did. The same thing my mother did. This is what you really are. I don't want to give you the answer because I want to know if you know the answer. Really, what are you? You talk about your father, like he's so evil. You talk about your mother like she's so evil. You act just like him. Really, what are you, Ephraim?
Envious.
No, not envious. Envious isn't the perfect word. There's a perfect phrase. Captain Kadazar did that on a video Commander General Yohana showed me. Captain Kadazar used the perfect phrase to cut some Christian. It was flawless. How do I know it was flawless? It was short. That's what you're looking for. When you want to cut somebody, it has to be almost rhythmic, like bop, 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 bop. That's the perfect phrase, right? If you act just like your parent, you don't hate your parent. You're a child that wants to please them. That's what you are. You're still a baby. You just want to be like your daddy, right? Don't you just want to be like your mommy? Wouldn't your daddy love it if you would just open your legs when you came into the room? If your daddy could have seen you now, wouldn't he go, this is what I want? For you to open your legs when I walk into the room at night, not screaming like you were when you were a child, not yelling. As you got older, you go to school, you go in the bar, and you just open your legs to whoever wants to have it. That's what daddy would have loved. You're just a child that wants to please their parent. You never grew up. You're a child. But if you would become a man or become a woman, you would say, I'll never be the kind of girl that my father wanted me to be. Never. I'll never be like him. I'll never be like her. That will never happen. You're saying the word hate, but really, you're just a baby that wants to please your parent. Everyone understands.
Like part 2.
Please.
I was going to call you about this, but if someone else might suffer from the same plague.
Please.
You talk about Judite amnesia.
Mm-hmm.
I either have Judite amnesia or it's not specific to Judites.
every tribe can have it.
So my Ephraim amnesia, where I only remember my enemies and the things that they've done and how I want to destroy them. What do you then do to combat that, and or how do you win?
Okay. Now, in most cases, right? In most cases, it is not really that because, well, I'm sorry, Judite amnesia is just that. It's like the need for revenge. You get the point? So in essence, you're asking, how do you combat the need for revenge, right? Now, what I've found is that there's only one way to combat the need for revenge, and that's to care about someone besides yourself. That's what works, right? What works is what happened to me cannot be the greatest injustice that has ever happened on the planet, right? Someone that hurt me has not done a Holocaust level evil event. You get the point. So, which if allowed, I'll make what happened to me the biggest injustice that has ever happened. So, but how do I fight that? Because of course I'm in the flesh and I feel my pain more than I feel yours, right? So how do I not make my pain the primary motivation in life? By forcing myself to care about other people. So then what do? I push my pain away and I say, what happened to him? What happened to her? What happened to them? And I care about them. Now, I take that same need for vengeance and I use it to get them justice. So then I can use, so then now, instead of me going, well, that person that cut me off, that person that cut me off in traffic, that person, when I was that person, I can go, someone lynched her. Someone beat a man in the 1700s up. Someone lynched a woman in 1939. Someone hurt them. I'm going to get them justice. I'm going to do it. And in that pursuit, I can forget about myself. Understood. Me intend this. All right. Anything else, please? Come, let's go. What you got, Ephraim? I'm sorry, please.
The question somebody asked me, I didn't want to answer it wrong, so I told them I would ask you in class. This is Exodus 31 and 17. And it says, it reads, it says, it is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth.
You know what I need, Ephraim? This is, we about to go into the Sabbath, I'm assuming. No?
Okay. He want to know what this, so when it says,
I think he's just helping him out. We'll see. Go ahead.
He said, in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day he was rested and was refreshed. He wanted to know what the refreshed part meant, that the Most High was refreshed. That was
I got you. 6 days the Most High God made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day he was refreshed, meaning he rested from his work, which is why it's the day of rest, meaning he did not do any physical work on that day. The refresh just means he didn't do any physical work. That's important because Adam was born on the seventh day. But this was not a day where the Most High God was organizing creation. He was being refreshed, meaning resting.
Now, I think, now part of it, if I'm not mistaken, he wanted to know if like he had to replenish himself, you know, like rest, like you know, like if we work and then we got to take a day off to refresh ourselves like that way. That's what he was thinking.
I got you. He's thinking about people.
Right.
No, that's not at all why the Most High God rested on that day. And that is not why he was refreshed. The Most High God stopped his work on the seventh day so that you could stop your work on the seventh day. That was the point. How do I know that? Precept. Levi, Melchizedek. The Bible says this, that Melchizedek, that on the way back from the spoiling of 5 kings, Abraham, you know, slaughtered these 5 kings because they had kidnapped his cousin. Abraham went and found these Katzak and put them to the sword. That's that. And took all of their wealth. On the way back, he met a man in the road. This man had neither mother nor father, nor beginning or end of days. He was not a human at all. He was Melchizedek, which is translated as Prince of Salem, Prince of Peace. He met this man. This man blessed Abraham, and Abraham gave him a 10th part of everything he took from these kings. Then that man disappeared, never to be heard from again in the Bible, period. Then in Hebrews, the 7th chapter, Paul said that the reason that Melchizedek took a 10th part of the spoil of Abraham is to be a testimony that priests after the order of Melchizedek may receive tithes today. So why did God send an angelic being to take 10% of money so that you could be able to take 10% from the people of Israel because you're their priest? Why did the Most High God take a rest on the 7th day? Why did he refresh himself on the 7th day? So that he could later on come to your slave master and say, let my people go. Leave them alone on the 7th day. Let them be refreshed. Let them take a break. Do you know what it was like in Egypt, brother, for us? So many people, like I battled so many fake Israelites who I think are beneath me and sicken me that they even think that we're the same. It makes me sick. Absolutely. That someone believes there's parity with the Israelite school of UPK and some disgusting fake Israelite. They're not good game for me to destroy. They're not Christians and Muslims, which I find to be good game. Politicians, which I find to be good game. Donald Trump is good game, not some fake Israelite with fringes on a t-shirt. That is not worthy of my arrow. Everyone understands. So now for years, they say that, the Sabbath, you're not supposed to cook food for yourself. You're not supposed to turn the lights on. You're not supposed to turn the stove on. The Bible says this, of the doings of the land of Egypt, ye shall not do. Then the Most High God said, you can't bald your head for religious reasons. Why? Because the Egyptians balded their head. You can't shave off your beard because the Egyptians shaved off their beard because it was their religious purpose. You can't eat pork and shrimp and crab and this because the Egyptians ate those things. All through the book of Leviticus, it's giving you rules to separate you from the Egyptians. That's the whole point. That's why you can't get tattoos, because the Egyptians would tattoo themselves. You can't do that. Then the Most High God said on the 7th day, yet there be a day of rest. Thou shalt do no servile work therein. Why did God do that? Because in the land of Egypt, you were wiping the butt of your master. You held a bucket when he would defecate, and you would hold it, and you would wipe his backside. In Great Britain and in France in the 40s, they had these people called dressers. You can guess what they were, right? Aristocrats would do this. And then someone would come and put clothes on them, just like that. Put clothes on them. Then when at the end of the day, they come home, I had a rough day today. They do like this, and someone would come behind them and take off their clothes. King Henry VIII, because his seed was anointed of God, he had a man that would stand there and hold a napkin in front of him while he masturbated, because that seed made kings. So you had to, he would stand there and go, take the holy seed of the anointed king, make sure it went in the trash, because that seed was anointed by God. Can I show you a few videos? Would you like that? Can I show you what I'm talking about so you can show fake Israelites why the Lord said he was refreshed? Not because he needed a break. He's God. He doesn't have a body with muscles that get sore or sweat, that forehead that sweat drips from it. He's not human. He, like Melchizedek, doesn't need gold. Do you understand? Melchizedek isn't going to a bank to go buy a house with 10% that he got from Abraham. Then what in the hell did Melchizedek take the money for then? So that you could take money. So that priests, after the order of Melchizedek, could get tithes. Melchizedek doesn't have a bank account. He doesn't need money for anything. He has neither days or day of birth or day of death. He has neither mother nor father, but he took 10% of money, of gold from this man so you could do it. God took a day of rest in creation. He refreshed himself so that some stinking Egyptian couldn't tell you that you had to work so that you could refresh yourself. You do know how the Egyptian captivity started. Moses went to this bastard and said, could my people have 3 days off from work? That's it. 3 days off. Pharaoh said, you must not work hard enough. You must be idle. Now you're going to make bricks with no straw. I'm going to increase your work because you asked to be refreshed. That's all we wanted. We wanted 3 days off. We worked 7 days a week in Egypt. We asked for 3 days to be off. Pharaoh gave us more work. More work. You know what? Here's the law. From now on, 1 day of the week, you're going to be refreshed. You're going to get a day off. You're going to do whatever you want to do on that day. That day is yours. The Sabbath is made for man, not man made for the Sabbath. Let me get a video and I got to move on. Give me any video that showed you how ridiculous things were. Hold your point, Ephraim. Go ahead.
We got the Wikipedia entry, the groom of the stool.
Jesus Christ, I forgot about this one. Go ahead and read that for everyone.
The groom of the stool was the most intimate of an English monarch's courtiers, initially responsible for assisting the king in excretion and hygiene.
Yeah, this was the groom of the stool. It was the most, you had to really be close to the king for this because you went and you held the bucket so he can put his holy defecation in there, his righteous and monarchful defecation. And then you wiped his butt, right? And if you asked for 1 day off, they said no. They said no, you couldn't do that. He's the groom of the stool. This has happened. And this was happening, brother, until the 40s, until factories opened up where these people didn't have to work at Downton Abbey, didn't have to work at Windsor Palace. Then they went to work in factories and died in coal mines, right? And they didn't get a day off until, goddamn, when did the Industrial Revolution happen when you had to protest to get 1 day off? Protested over that. Give me another one I sent you. Anything else?
Okay, sir. And just that one was discontinued in England in 1901 by King Edward VII.
1901, my God. Think how long the law gave us in the Bible gave us 1 day off. It wasn't like that. Somebody held a bucket for some aristocrat to defecate in 7 days a week, and the cat asked for a day off. The cat would say, no, you don't get a day off. Keep going.
Would intentionally hide 2 attendants under her gown. You see,
so I could give you some. I forgot about this. I want you to watch this carefully, and then you'll know where the Sabbath comes from and where this refreshing day comes from and why we have it. Listen carefully and play it, please, Ephraim.
The Queen of England would intentionally hide 2 attendants under her gown. You see, the court events were often long, and leaving them in between for a personal break was considered rude. And to solve this, one of the attendants held a pot to collect the Queen's personal needs, while the other attendant would clean her up, allowing the Queen to relieve herself during the long events without causing any objection. The Queen of England would intentionally hide...
You know how many years I've seen this dress? Show me this dress. You can see this dress on actual people in movies. It's a dress where it has like a wide bridge like this. Come on. That wasn't in Bridgerton, was it? There you go. You see that? Look, give me that blue one right there. You see that? I've seen this before in Bridgerton and Downton Abbey. And you look at it like, oh, that's so beautiful. There's 2 niggas under there. Collecting piss, urine, and feces. So that this woman doesn't have to go, excuse me. So she didn't have, because she doesn't want to say, excuse me, and go to the bathroom, she doesn't. That's why it's wide. It's wide so that 2 niggas can be under there with a bucket and tissue so that she doesn't have to excuse herself from a party. Yeah, we need to be refreshed. You understand? We could use it. We need it. You know what you call that in the Bible? That type of work when you wipe her ass and stay under her dress at a party. And now she's walking. What are you doing? You under there scooting through the party. You know what they call that in the Bible? Who can blow my mind with the one word and you can't say anything else? What's that called in the Bible? When you're scooting and crawling on the floor through a ball full of rich people, collecting feces and urine from a woman so she doesn't have to excuse herself and go to the bathroom. That work is called servile work. That's it. That's what you can't do on the Sabbath. That's it. A boss can't say get under my dress, bitch. I'm having a ball tonight. She can't do that on the Sabbath day. The Lord, yeah, he got refreshed so we could be. So we could be. You understand, Captain? You know, Katazar.
And then with Melchizedek and the collection, is that the only reason as to why it was collected, or like, because I know sometimes, you know what I'm saying, either things are manifold or whatever the case may be, but it's like we don't see it before, like we don't see it with Adam, and then we don't see it after. It's a major appearance.
Yeah.
It's used to cut whoever's trying to come against it in the New Testament, because it's like, well, this is Father Abraham, he paid tithes. So it's like, is there another layer to the tithes being?
Okay, there's no other layer unless you believe a layer is to get tithes before Levi could get tithes. You get my point?
Well,
if that's what you mean by a layer.
I mean, as far as like, so like the Levites collected like the sacrifices of the Most High, right?
Yeah.
And then, but there's still entreating of the Lord being done, or there's still works that's being done, and how the Lord is dealing with the chosen line.
Right.
So like what I'm saying is kind of like I think tribute would be such like a low word, but basically for like a carnality to the chosen seed for the work and the labor that the Lord's put in for them. Like, is that a piece of
Okay, I don't understand what you're saying.
Like meaning like the priests were compensated for their work even in the service to the Lord. And now there's not like a priest who's just continuously around, but the Lord is still working with them.
There's not a priest that's continue. What does that mean?
Like meaning like there was a priesthood that was stationed inside every single tribe, but like from the time of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, even when they're a small family, we don't just see a priest like that they entreat. But Melchizedek comes down at this particular time after the covenant. So like my brain is saying like, as far as like basically like some kind of carnal honor to the Most High.
No, if I understand your question, it wasn't to honor the Most High, because that's not in the Bible.
Okay,
what's in the Bible is that he did it because even Father Abraham paid tithes to Melchizedek, and which is when Levi was in his loins. So in essence, if some Levite said, well, we're the priests, the carnal commandment says that we're supposed to give tithes, how would every other tribe cut that Levite? Levi paid tithes to Melchizedek in the loins of Abraham. So that's the point. The point is to predate the Levitical law that says Levites are the tribe that receive tithes, to predate it. So that's all that's in the Bible about the tithes. And that's why, of course, it's relevant to the day of rest that the Most High took, when he is the Most High God and doesn't need any rest at all. Right? And Melchizedek doesn't need silver and gold. Right? It's done specifically to be able to cut someone that says you are not allowed to have a day off. You must be idle to even ask me for a day off. They left out of Egypt and went to create a society that specifically gave them rights that Egypt did not give them. Who else did that? America. America just rebelled against Great Britain, and the entire Bill of Rights and Constitution is everything that Britain said they couldn't do. That is everything in there. That's the right to bear arms, the freedom of speech, the right to for property, the right, every right that you read in the Constitution is specifically relating to some right that Great Britain did not give them. That is exactly what happened in the Bible when the Israelites left out of Egypt. Every law is to give us a right that the Egyptians would not. So to Captain Kazaryak's point, that's the reason. It wasn't because the Lord needed to put his feet up, for a time, because he don't have feet. You get my point? You don't have any of those. He's not a man that needs to rest, but you are. So he goes and establishes a thing before you're ever born. So when you have to battle about it, you can use this to win the battle. That's the point. Good to go. Ephraim, come on.
Slock, sir.
Mhm.
It's funny how you brought up the thing with the dress. It reminded me of the original Coming to America with Eddie Murphy when he wakes up in the beginning of the movie.
I
And I use the
about that.
bathroom by myself, and his father says, "Wiper."
Yeah. Give him a hand. I forgot about that. The wipers in Coming to America. That's a good one, Ephraim. That's servile work, Ephraim. All right, next.
Yes, sir. Quick question from Officer Gadaiwan.
Please, Gadaiwan.
Like, sir, if I could, if Christ was exalted to be on the Lord's right hand for what he
Mhm.
did as a man,
Mhm.
was he in that position before he came down, or did he lose his seat in heaven as Adam?
No, he came down to do what he did in the spiritual realm here on earth. That's why he didn't lose his seat. He was sent the job to put the earth in order because he put heaven in order. He came here to just do that same job. He came here as Adam to do that job, and he failed. He failed to do his job. So that's what happened. Eventually, it was finished. Eventually, he won. On the cross, he won. Is there anything else?
Sir, that's all on that. Be a good time to get into your topic.
Let's go.
Sir.
Go ahead, Ephraim.
We have Whitney and Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm glad you reminded me about this one. Let me tell you something. You know, in the Israelite School of UPK, we are not soft on women. I believe everybody knows that. Sister, you know that. In the UPK, we are not soft on women by a long shot. But tonight, women are going to get some praise in here tonight because there is a thing that women have always been right on. And Black and Latino men are historically wrong on this point. And Black and Latino women have been right about this all along. Let me show you a movie. Take me back to the movie clip I want to show you, right? There's something, brother, and I'm talking about women in the world, women outside of the UPK, women before they ever heard of the truth. There is something that has always inherently seemed wrong to Black and Latino women that seemed absolutely right to Black and Latino men. I'll show you an example. Let me know when you're ready. Pause. This is the movie. What's this movie called, Ephraim?
Jungle Fever.
Jungle Fever. This is the movie. I don't know when this came out. The 90s or something? This movie is from the 90s. This is the movie Jungle Fever. Go ahead and play it.
Okay, ladies, so we have 1 chicken livers and onions with candied yams and collard greens. And 1 Sylvia's world famous talked about barbecue rib special. Potato salad and black-eyed peas. 2 iced teas. Can I get you anything else?
You know, I really should have done this a long time ago. Break away and start my own business. You still gonna work at Massey in Covington?
I'm a temp secretary, remember?
Damn it. Excuse me, miss. May we order, please?
Yes, may I take your order?
Is this your station?
Yes, this is my station. Unfortunately.
Look, you can take my order. Matter of fact, you could have taken my order 30 minutes ago when I sat my black ass in
Can I
this chair.
take your order?
Excuse me. Do you have a problem?
Yes, I do have a problem, to be honest with you. Fake, tired brothers like you coming in here, that's so typical. I can't even believe you brought her stringy hair ass up here to eat.
Oh, let me tell you something. First of all, Miss Al
Why
Sharpton,
don't
you don't have,
parade
it's
your-
not your
Why
business
don't you parade
who
your
I
white
bring in
women
here.
around somewhere else,
It's
okay?
not your business. You are a waitress. Your job is to wait.
Today's specials are the Maryland crab cakes, Creole shrimp gumbo, and blackened catfish. I suggest you have the blackened catfish.
Well, I suggest you find the manager.
Oh, you want my manager?
I want your manager.
Oh, it's like that, right?
That's the other
All right,
mother- I
fine,
want
fine,
your manager.
fine. You get my. I'll get my manager for you.
You're fired.
You're tired. She's right. Mm-hmm.
Clap it up. Black women, listen. Black women, you have been right about interracial relationships all along, and Black men have been wrong. We've been wrong. Give Black women a hand. Give Latino women a hand. You were right. You've been, brother, I remember when this movie came out, and it was so true because even back then, Black women could not stand to see a Black man with a white woman. They hated it. You know what Black men thought? Black men thought it was a status symbol. They thought it was, when you make enough money, when you go to college, when you go to school, when you make it to the New York Knicks, like what's his name? Jalen Brunson. It's time to get a Jewish woman. It's time, right? Because why? You've earned it. You're rich. Black women forever. Black women since Sojourner Truth have hated when brothers would dare make a success of themselves and not share it with their sister. And they have always hated it. Black women, you were right about that. You were right. And black men, we have always been wrong on this issue. We cannot get on the right side of interracial relationships. Give me Patrick Mahomes. We can't get on the right side of it. Our lust won't let us see what women see. Women, black and Latino women, see the betrayal in it. It's a betrayal. It's hateful to black and Latino women for you to choose someone who is not your homegirl. It's hateful to them, and they know it. And they've always known it. It's something that all of them talk about. They all understand it, and all we've ever done as a people, as black and Latino men, is believe that we can succeed and get a better woman who's not a black or Latino woman. Let me show you someone who has about speaking of women, winning. He has about 4 or 5 Super Bowls, Patrick Mahomes. He's a gigantic winner on the football field, but there's some place he's losing. There's a game he is absolutely losing. Play it, please.
What's my favorite cheat day meal?
Fried chicken.
No.
Chicken fried steak.
No.
And mashed potatoes.
Mexican food.
Oh.
Especially the Tex-Mex.
What's my favorite meal? Fried chicken. Woo-hoo! Yes, y'all. You don't stop until the break of dawn. You don't stop. He said no. Chicken fried steak? Chicken fried chicken? Chicken. The bitch keeps saying chicken. She's married to him, Ak. Let that be a lesson to you. You can marry a black person and still be racist. She's married to him. What's my favorite food? Woohoo! Fried chicken on the with chicken on the side. She's racist and she's married to a black person. And he's looking at her like, God damn. Tacos, bitch. I know I'm black, but I eat something besides tacos, besides fried chicken. Please eat from. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just wanted to ask, do you think pornography may play a role in that kind of view? Because interracial pornography.
I would like to give black and Latino men the pass to say it's because of pornography, but of course we were doing this before a photograph existed, before the existence of photography, let alone pornography. We were doing this when we were Jack Johnson, who had sex with white girls. We've been doing this since slavery. You get my point? That's how old. It has nothing to do with pornography out. It's about low self-esteem. When you have low self-esteem, you want to be with a white woman because you have low self-esteem, right? Black women look at it and Latino women and they go, how dare he do this to me? How dare he do this to us? And they hate it. And they've been right. Historically, they've been right. And we as black and Latino men have been wrong. We don't understand that this is about much more than our preference. Right. This is about much more than what we like or what we are attracted to. You have a burden to pick the kind of woman that will facilitate your team winning. Do you understand? That's how important winning is. To win, ask the Knicks what you got to do. You better stick together. You understand that, don't you? How in the hell are we going to win if we don't stick together? We'll look at our enemies. They win every day, constantly winning. Here we are. With the minute we get $2, we betray each other, then we're never going to win. The New York Knicks, I pray we learn a lesson from the New York Knicks. I pray when we see that feeling of the New York Knicks. And it's such an visceral feeling. Ephraim, can I get into it now? What else do you have for me?
We got a few.
What were you going to play? What were you going to play next?
Well, I had the story about Tate Diggs' wife blaming the black community.
Play it. God damn, I forgot that one. That is an excellent one.
This
Yes.
is just a screenshot summarizing it.
Please read it.
Come on. And Tay Diggs' ex-wife blames the black community as a reason for their divorce, citing black people being disappointed in Diggs and how it affected him.
Black women, you were right. Tay Diggs was married to an stereotypically ugly white women. White women are just ugly, man. And I don't think it's subjective. I think they're ugly. I think everybody thinks they're ugly. I think white men think they're ugly. I think that's why white men kill them and hate them and would rather have sex with men than have sex with a white woman, because white women are ugly. What's ugly in Spanish? Feo. They're ugly. Feo. Come on. Jesus. Family annihilators. They tired of looking at that ugly bitch out every day. They'd rather kill her. They say, you know what? Do I look at her every day or kill her? I think I know what I'm going to do. I think I got my solution to the whole problem. They're ugly. Tay Diggs married the bitch was so ugly, she played the Wicked Witch in the movie. You understand that? You got to be ugly to get that job. She played the Wicked Witch in Wicked. What does that tell you? She's ugly as sin. He marries her, and you know what? They had to go around every day to restaurants like that one Queen Latifah worked in. They got to go to restaurants, and black women are looking at Tay Diggs like, I'm not seeing any of your movies anymore. I'm done with you. Because black women are insulted by it. The woman is now they're divorced. Black women stood on their hatred of interracial dating so much that it broke up Tay Diggs' marriage. It made them divorce each other. Black women, give yourselves a hand. Well done. Good job, Latino women. You broke up that marriage just simply by you going, I'll never go see Tay Diggs movies, not with that ugly bitch on his side. Not with the Wicked Witch of the damn West on his arm. I'm not going to see her movies. Read it again. This is a quote from the ugly bitch. Go ahead.
Tay Diggs' ex-wife blames the black community.
She blamed who?
The black community.
I wonder what part of the black community she's talking about. Who can guess? Who can guess what part of the black community folded their arms and went, can I take your order? Anyway, I wonder what part of the black community was so adamant about Tay Diggs not being with that woman. It was black and Latino women. They couldn't stand it. And the bitch says it. Read it again.
Tay Diggs' ex-wife blames the black community as a reason for their divorce, citing black people being disappointed in Diggs and how it affected them.
Yeah. Black women made them get divorced. They had to get divorced, Doc. Black women, you've been right about this. You've been right. You've been on the right side of history, the right side of the Bible, the right side of morality. Now, we as brothers, we got to join her with that up. We have to feel an allegiance to black and Latino women that makes us not betray them with a white woman, with a Chinese woman, or else we will never win. We won't. We won't. Anything else, Ephraim? I'm sorry. Shad, please.
It's like in the book of Tobit, it says you despise your people in your heart when you go with another outside your nation.
Give him a hand. That's what it says. You despise your people. Are there not any women of the daughters of the daughters of thy people that thou will have, Samson? No one. You got to pick the ugliest wicked witch of the West to be your wife. Anything else, Ephraim?
Sir, that's all on that.
Keep going. What else is next?
This was some scenes from the parade today.
Come on with it. Excellent. Go ahead. Yeah, another one you want to play with the Hasidic Jew cat.
Come on, I got that.
This happened today. Today is the down here in New York, up here in New York, it was the parade for the New York Knicks, who won the championship today, right? And brother, I think it was 5 million people in New York today, right there downtown where the World Trade Center was down there, or is down there. 5 million people. And everyone knows since the playoffs, brother, this city has been absolutely jubilant with the amount of joy that they had. So many people have thought about their fathers and their family members who died before they could see the New York Knicks win a championship. And it moves you with compassion because you know that the love of this team are what a lot of poor people in the ghetto, that's all they had. They had nothing else. They had nothing in their life that gave them happiness, nothing in their life that gave them any joy at all. But the Knicks, wanting every year, hoping every year that they would win, having no ability to make the Knicks win, having no ability to cause the Knicks to win, but just giving the New York Knicks all of their soul and heart and attention, believing that one day their joy would have an answer, that their commitment to supporting the New York Knicks would absolutely be crowned. And today it happened. Today it happened. They fought hard against a 7-foot African. And I think he's 7'5", that African down there in San Antonio. Is that right? Jesus Christ, 7'5" African with moves and dribbles and all types of moves like a goddamn point guard. And 7'5", an African. And who was on New York side? A brother about 6'2", I think. 6'2", brother. Sounds familiar to me. Sounds familiar to me, Ephraim. When I saw that little short brother shake that 7'5" African, I felt it. I felt the feeling of, can you imagine what it must have felt like to see David kill Goliath? See it happen. To see some 7-foot African that I've heard is impossible to beat this Matuba. What's his name? Wembyama. It's really an impossibility, I thought, right? 7'4". How tall is Jalen Brunson?
6'1".
6'1". 6'1". Tazariak towers over Jalen Brunson. Tazariak is 6'5". He towers over Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson, I mean, shook this cat, scored 40 points on this 7-foot African. It moved the city to jubilance because the underdog won. Someone who's too short, someone who can't make it, someone who historically should not make it. The Knicks have not won anything in 54 years, which means fathers have loved the Knicks and sons have buried their fathers. And the Knicks never won. That's just a fact. Am I lying, Ephraim?
I saw a stat that says something almost 70% of the city wasn't born the last time the Knicks won.
Would you brothers from New York, would you like to give me some stories about what it's been like? If you support the New York Knicks and what it meant to you and what it meant to your father, maybe, I think the people might enjoy it and be able to understand it. If you would, but let's get the camera on him, Ephraim, if you could. Whoever would like to do it. Go ahead. Well, say it again when we get the camera on you. Go ahead. Is that on? Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'll go back to when Patrick Ewing was first drafted in Georgetown, and they had that team, and there were a lot of great teams in that era, but the only problem was it was during the Michael Jordan. So,
What can you do? Right. What could you do about that? The Knicks were the underdog, right? They couldn't beat Michael Jordan. You had Patrick Ewing, but goddamn, you're up against it then, right? Because you wanted to win. You had Patrick Ewing. You had hope, but it wasn't your year, was it? Couldn't get it done. Wanted to get it done. So what'd you do? Every year you said maybe next year, right? Maybe next year. Maybe one day my team could win, right? Got this up.
I'm a New York Knicks fan and a Jet fan.
Oh, shit. Oh, boy, that's a rough one.
I just want you to know I came from Texas for this parade.
Give him a hand.
You know what I mean?
Give him a hand.
And really, you know what I mean? Not that we want to see this empire rise or
Come
anything.
on, forget about it.
But New York has been dead And this was reverse 9/11.
Get the captain's eye. Anyone else? Well, you can turn the camera around. I think that you understand now. I'm sorry. Get a young warrior. Let him say something. Go ahead. Give him the microphone.
Yo, I've been mad at the Knicks since Patrick Ewing did the infamous jelly roll. And I really been mad when Reggie Miller. I've been mad at the choke. And then last year, when what's the name did that, my thing was all they had to do was just beat Indiana. They didn't really have to win the championship. I just wanted them to beat Indiana.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I was riding with OKC. But this year here was just special from the time the season started all the way through, and I rocked with them all the way through.
How long have you been supporting the Knicks and wanting them to win?
Since Patrick Ewing,
Since
the
back
infamous
then.
jelly roll.
Since the jelly roll. When he missed that damn finger roll. Patrick Ewing missed that finger roll. It damn near killed you.
I don't think he thought he was going to be that wide open. He came right down the middle.
It was a killer.
I've been tight ever since.
Give him a hand. Well said, young man. Well, Ephraim, you want to get in?
Yes, sir.
Ephraim, come on and bring it out.
My childhood was
Come
nothing
on.
but like unfulfilled hope, because I remember when they got Amare and got Carmelo, it was supposed to be the big three. It was supposed to be, and then everyone was constantly injured. We couldn't get a good point guard. Coaching was a revolving door. There was a perfect video that CBS did that I showed Captain Zaria. That's like everybody's life in New York. It showed it was like a little kid watching with a Patrick Ewing jersey on. And then fast forward, he grows up a little bit. He's got a Carmelo jersey. Fast forward, he's got a Marbury. Fast forward, he's grown. He's got his girlfriend. Fast forward, he's got a kid.
The gray hair, gray beard, kid.
And then the kid has the Jalen Brunson jersey on, and we won the championship. And that's everybody's experience in New York.
Give Ephraim a hand on. Listen, they need to understand it. And listen. And I could just imagine how beautiful it was. And you know why it was so beautiful for you brothers and sisters out that supported the New York Knicks for your whole life. For your whole life. You know why? Because you did not go choose another team, did you? Oh, you didn't do that, did you? You know, there are other teams that are winning more than the Knicks, right? You didn't become a Bulls fan? Why not? They're the winners. They win all the time. You didn't pick a new team? Why didn't you? Because you were born here. Because this is where your father lived. You didn't go pick another team. I pray the New York Knicks taught us all something. Don't betray your team. Don't leave them because they lose. Don't go find a better team who wins more, who always wins the championship. Because if you would have done that, you'd never be able to share in the glory of not betraying where you're from. If we all could relate winning in sports to winning as Blacks and Latinos, then we would know how winning is achieved. You don't betray your team. And guess what else you don't do with your team? You don't pick your team, do you? Kadazar, why didn't you just pick a winning team? You know why? Because you're from Staten Island, New York. That's why. Because you're from New York. Surely you could just say, I support the Bulls or San Antonio, who wins what's the team that wins every year? San Antonio. They win all the goddamn time. Nah, I'm born here. Well, that's exactly why you must love the Puerto Ricans. You must love the Mexicans. You must love the Haitians, because that is what I am born. I can't now go become a white person, get a white God, change my voice to a white voice, make myself fit in with white people. Why? Because that is not my team. That's not my team. Now, my team loses. My team breaks my heart. But I'm going to stick with my team until we motherfucking win.
Right.
That's what I'm doing. I'm doing that because this is my team. What if we all just said to ourselves, what else am I born? I'm born Mexican. I'm born Haitian. I'm born Boricua. I'm born West Indian. I'm from Trinidad. I'm from Jamaica. I'm born this. This is what my father was. My grandfather was. They're from Haiti. That's what I am. That's what I am. That's my team. They break my heart. You know that, Levi. Levi, boy, I'd had many talks with Levi about Haiti, brother. They break Levi's heart with what they do to each other on his island. They break his heart. But Levi, Haiti is your team. That's your team. And he's not going to betray him. He's going to be here when they win. He's going to be with them when they win. Trinidad breaks your heart. Where you from, young warrior, right here? Give him a goddamn hand. Get him on camera. Get him on camera. Yeah. He's from Trinidad, brother. He's from Trinidad. What was life like living in Trinidad? Explain.
Growing up in poverty and stuff, it was, bad. You get all up, but I get up to mixing up in the street.
Yeah. How'd you end up in the wheelchair? When? Explain. Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah, I know. You got shot in Trinidad? You got shot in Trinidad. You're in a wheelchair now. Trinidad is your team, right? Oh, yeah. Always. Always, right? Come yaka Allah. Always. That's your team. So you're with, right? Yeah. And you're going to be there when you're no longer in that wheelchair. You're going to be there then. You're going to be there then, right? Because that's your team, right? This could teach us all something. That's what we could do. And unlike sports and unlike politics, you could actually contribute to the winning of your team. You see, when you root for the Knicks, you actually can't score the point. Someone else has to. Jalen Brunson has to, or Patrick Ewing has to score the points. All you can do is clap, right? But in this game, do you know you're on the team? You could be the one that makes the finger roll. You could be the one that dunks it instead of making a finger roll. You have a power to actually contribute to the win. Every time you get off of drugs, you're scoring. Every time you do it, you score. Every time you give up Christianity and self-hatred and lying and breaking God's commandment, you're running the ball. You're scoring. You actually can contribute to your team winning. What better game is it than this? This is the best game. I could stay in this. I don't have to sit and watch it. I could get in this game and make sure my team wins. I want to win. I'm committed to winning. And I'm not getting another team. No, I'm not doing that. Because then I won't get to celebrate, will I? I won't get to have that day where I receive a crown on my head. And my king says, well done. My king says, thank you for standing for me upon the earth. That's my day. That day you have to earn. That day you have to play hard for, Rock. I pray you understand. Give me the precept I asked for.
This 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24. Know ye not that they which run in the race run all?
You see, Paul was teaching brothers in Greece. Was this Greece? Where was this? At Rome?
No, Corinth, sir.
In Corinth. It was in Greece.
Right.
The brothers in Corinth were very similar to brothers in America and Trinidad. You have the World Cup. It's also happening right now at the same time. Countries out on the soccer pitch wanting their team to win, their country to win. Well, Paul was in Corinth, which is the birthplace of what we would consider modern day sports today. Right. And Paul was teaching people who love sports, whose fathers love sports, who really sports revolved around, their life revolved around sports. And he's using sports as a metaphor for winning as a people. And he said, they that run in a race, all of them run. Everybody runs. No one is not running. Everyone is running when they have a race. Think of a big marathon. 200 people in the New York Marathon will all start running. Keep going, Captain.
Kind of what kind, sir? But one receiveth the prize.
Read it again.
Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize?
Let me give you the beautiful, beautiful character of winning. Only one person can win. That's what makes it beautiful. You're not going to share in the winning of a race. You might love them. Maybe you're having sex with one of them. Maybe you would aspire to be like them. But if you're going to run, you win alone. You win alone. Losing can be done. Losing can be shared. You understand? Besides, the New York Knicks won. Who lost? Everyone else. You see, losing is a community sport, right? We all can lose now. You want to lose? I say, come on, losers. Let's take a picture together. That's a lot of teams. There's only one team that gets a parade. You understand? One. Well, what does that tell you about races and nations and people? All races cannot come together and win. All races absolutely can come together and lose. Only one race gets to win. One. Everybody runs. Everybody runs. Only one wins. That's life, young man. That's the beauty of this world. That's the beauty of competition. Why don't we compete as the nation of Israel, as blacks and Latinos? Why don't we win? Why don't we do what we must do to win? Captain.
So run.
So what?
So run.
So what?
So run.
Then let's run. Let's not decide that we will join every other Israelite group, because really no one group has the knowledge. You Israelites are a bunch of fucking losers. And we are not joining you in losing. We're going to win. There's going to be only one Israelite group. We're fighting for the supremacy. That is that. And then we're going to destroy the Christians and the Muslims and the Buddhists and everyone else. We're going to destroy them all. Merci. Merci. We're going to destroy all of them because only one can win. That's right. Everyone wins. Everyone runs. Only one wins. So run. Run. Try. Do it. Keep going.
That ye may obtain.
So you can be the winner. So you can obtain it. What do you want to share the earth with white people? Is that your heaven? Are you telling me your hell was white people never sharing anything with anyone else? But heaven is some place where you share it with white people you don't want to win. And the problem is white people want to win again. White people want to be repeat champions. White people have already won. White people want to win next year too. Do you understand? White people aren't done winning. You think white people are saying, well, we had Great Britain, we had France, we ruled the planet Earth, we're finished. White people are in the gym tonight, nigga. Tonight. That's right. They want to win next year. They're not stopping because they're perennial champions. They want to win again. We've never won. Don't we want to do it once? We'll have to work hard. We'll have to get up early and stay awake. We'll have to fight our urges and our lust. We'll have to choose our women above any other woman. We'll have to choose our people above any other people. We'll have to give it all we have. We'll have to run. We'll have to run. Captain.
Verse 25. And every man that striveth for mastery is temperate in all things.
Any man that is striving to master something is a man of extreme discipline.
That's right.
With everything. Alcoholics aren't going to win championships. You out of your fucking mind. You think some drug addict is going to get to win a championship? You think some cat that only cares about his woman? Do you know what men are doing who only care about their wife and their kids? They're not in the gym. They're not there. They're with their family. That's where they are. They're not going to win. Any man that wants to master anything is a man of what, Tazaryak?
Is a man temperate in all things.
That's what temperate means. Temperate means disciplined. Disciplined. I live a life of discipline. Why? So that I can win. So that I could win. Continue.
Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown.
You know, the people that run these races and bounce these basketballs and run these touchdowns, they do it to get a corruptible crown. Why? Because in Greece at that time, the crown that they wore was a crown of leaves. It was called a crown of laurels. It was what you would call today a bay leaf, and it was a weaved crown made of leaves. It was corruptible, meaning in a week, that crown is going to wither and die.
That's right.
Keep going.
But we, an incorruptible.
We're winning this race, brother. We're running this race for a crown that will never decay, never corrupt, ever. An incorruptible crown. I'm talking about winning the championship, brother, and you win so big that there's no more game.
That's right.
The game ends. That's that. Continue.
Verse 26. I therefore so run.
I do what?
I therefore so run.
I do what?
I therefore so run.
Now, if you could understand this, a lot of you fake Israelites, Christians, you might understand how we think in here. That's why we won't share the Israelite world with fake Israelites. Show me the purple pigs and how they try to win.
Yes,
show me them. Okay, we're not sharing with you. We're not sharing with Christians. We're not being equals with Christians. They're molest children. Here's the purple pigs. Now, somebody sent me this yesterday. I really can't even understand it. Now, I've tried. Okay, this is them. Now, it seems like they have a massive Jesus with a massive penis, right? And that's them at the bottom. You see that? See those heads? So in essence, their Jesus is a giant Jesus with a giant penis, and it's above their heads, and they just look up at his giant penis saying, hallelujah, with that purple penis. I don't understand people that think like this to make this. Now, y'all can help me. I don't get the thinking of it. I don't get how this is inspiring. I don't understand. Okay. But then again, though, I don't play for that team. You understand? That's all I can tell you. Levi, please, you want to say something? Go ahead.
What I notice out of one is that there's such a lack of masculinity.
Yeah.
Is that they try to get a sense of masculinity, and AI is providing that. The only thing is that every time they do it, they just expose their lack of masculinity. Sir.
Ephraim, this is the last one. Ephraim, you got it.
Yes, sir. On the topic of sticking with your team, unfortunately, I gotta claim my Ephraimite brother Jose Alvarado.
Oh no, Ephraim.
right
ahead.
after winning the championship with the Knicks, he came home to the Puerto Rican Day Parade to be treated like a hero. But then we have this clip going viral after the parade, where he invited this Hasidic Jewish man.
Viral video. That's amazing. You know, it must be wonderful to be an Hasidic Jew in New York City and to have all the wealth, all the power, own all the real estate, and you never had to shoot one jump shot. That must be an amazing thing, right? You never had to train. You never had to stay up all night and fix your diet and eat only the right thing and never have alcohol and stay in the gym and shoot what? How many jump shots are these cats shooting probably a day? 500? 1,000 jump shots? And you still won, right? You still get to share in the victory because our people don't want to have victory that we don't share with white people. That's why at every camp I have ever been in 30 years in my service under Commanding General Yohana, I have always heard a black person say, why can't white people be saved? And I have never heard a white person fight for black people to be saved ever. Not once, ever. I've never heard a white person say, well, this is wrong that they can't have wealth and they can't have Wall Street and they can't have the wealth of New York. I've never been in that battle before, never. But every camp, some black person will say, that ain't right to say heaven, white people can't go to heaven. You see, you want to share your parade with someone else, don't you? You want to share your championship. The bad news is, in a race, many run, but only one is crowned. Only one. This victory that we're going to have won't be shared. All right. And he saith not unto seeds as of many, but unto thy seed, which is Christ. That is it. Only one seed gets to do that. And this seed is the same seed that Christ is. Christ is playing on our team. He's our captain. He's on our team. He plays on our side. Not unto many seeds that are many, right? Hasidic Jews, Christians, white people, Africans, Chinese people. And he saith, not unto many seeds, which are many, but unto thy seed, which is Christ. Christ is of our seed. Jesus Christ is on our team. He's on our side, which means we're going to win. We're going to win. Everyone understands. Ephraim, last word on it. Go.
The water, sir.
Please.
Yeah, I think this is a perfect ending. My slave name is Victor, and I looked it up in Merriam-Webster and Merriam-Webster dictionary, and it's actually a noun, and it says one that defeats an enemy or opponent, and a synonym, which is a word that has a similar meaning, means winner.
Denele un applauso. Give him a hand. Let's win. With that, everyone stand by for Cruzar la Liena.
Sir.
Stand by for Cross the Line. Let me give you this real fast in patois. Creole. In Creole. Vrai, juif, yo, say, moon, noir, ak, pagnol, pagnol. Yo, vrai, juif, yo, say, moon, noir, ak, pagnol. Yo. Merci. With that, pass the class over. Who's taking it, Levi? To Levi. Yatasar, give him a hand.
Clap it up for the class. In a visual like Majo, we're going to give you a salute. In a visual like Majo, I Majo, Barack. Yajim Matar. So towards the sisters at Majum. A visual, we're going to give one salute to the sisters. Then a visual at Majum Shabbat. And Majum, Barak. Yajim Matar. Dismiss.